All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Okakadash, and the Heavenly Father, true names Yahweh, and his Zodiac Son, Ba'ashem, Hamashiach Habashai. Those are the true names in the ancient Paleo Hebrew, the Lashwan Tongue. And I say, rock them to the elders and apostles, Wa'ak and Ma'ak, and say, Shalom. And this is a sit-down lesson of the M.O.T.B news updates as of May the 14th, 2025, this Wednesday night. And you had this news article from LedgerInsights.com, published 13 hours ago by Ledger Insights, and it reads, Blockchain for Banking News. The EU, which is the European Union finance ministers, signal urgency on the digital euro amending Trump steps. It says after a meeting with European Union finance ministers, Europe Group president said there has been progress in legislation for the digital euro, the central bank digital currency, or CBDC. The legislative work was interrupted by the European elections mid last year, plus the members of the preliminary coordination, the legal drafting. Stefan Bergler stepped aside as he has resumed about the digital currency. Mr. Longhiho said that the European Council of Government, the Commission preliminary, has been working on a new draft and have been good progress, but there are some areas that require future work. The Trump administration desire to expand the global usage of stablecoins have been used to stir backing the digital euro legislation despite the safeguard in the EU's MICH crypto regulation. Michael restricts the scales of the foreign currency stablecoin usage and giving authorities intervention powers if monetary sovereignty is threatened. However, from the early days of digital euro, motivations of the European Central Bank, the ECB, has been reduced to retail payments dependency on a foreign companies such as Visa and MasterCard. President Trump's April's tariffs announced underline that risk. It says, we again agree that the initiative is crucial given the changing geopolitical landscape and the importance of the diversification of strategically important payment systems. Mr. Dole, the sense of urgency for this project is increasing for ministers, so we agreed to speed up work and mean to find compromise on the remaining issues as soon as possible. It says the mention of the Polish and Danish EU Council presidents implied the aim to finalize legislation this year. A whole It says a wholesale central digital currency question mark. It says the digital euro refers to the central digital currency that target a retail user in the last couple of years. It says there has been interest increase in the wholesales of the central digital currency, the wholesales of the CBDC for the institutional usage during 2024, the European Central Bank ecosystem. And 64 institutes participated in the trials of the three wholesales of DLT settlement solutions, including the WCBDC solutions from the Bank Quick E France DL35 in February this year. And the European Central Bank announced plans for an interim solution with the aim to introduce the wholesales of the central digital currency as a long-term solution. During the speech yesterday, Denis Bellieu, the first deputy governor of the Bay Court de France, indicated that a wholesale CBC will be at launch first. It says he said our first objective to develop a wholesale central digital currency of the CBDC for the market participants following a CBDC for everyday retail payment in digital euro. Then the medium term, we need to develop a European unified legislature to modernize security transactions. He continued that the U.S. authorities these announcements, a support of the crypto stablecoins make it even more volatile. Complete this project to maintain a monetary and financial sovereignty in the new world are entering. The goals now is moving quickly as a possible experiment of operationalization. Rest assured that the banquet, the friends facto, other ecosystem central banks are working very actively and resolutely to complete this project. The complex of the potential societal impact of a retailer CBC is more significant than the wholesale CBC, and it should be more easy to roll out the CBC far quicker, right? Because you're still going to have the competition between the Bitcoin, stablecoin, cryptocurrency, which all these nations are going to lean towards too. So you're still going to have push more crypto payments, more cross-border payments online and offline. Just like the European Central Bank made that announcement that they're going to fully make that announcement October 2025 this fall of the wholesales of the CBDC and to fully implement the full adoption of the central digital currency as well too. And this is from the cryptobasics.com in published May the 14th, 2025, written by Sam Wisdom Raphael, and it reads, Oxford University report suggests Banks of France testing Ripple private ledger for potential digital euro CBC use. It says as an academic reported by the professor Downey Broadley, the Ulster University has reintroduced discussions about the Ripple involvement of the development of the digital euro of the CBC. It says the report titled Central Bank Digital Currency Lessons from China, presented at studies in digital one's testing, but also including a comparisons of the transactions throughput among the digital currency systems. The comparisons connects Ripple's private ledger to European Central Bank experimentation. The Lux University report suggested that the Euro CBC testing ledger, the paper of a recent spotlight, the Rafael Flanagan, a notable voice of the XRP community, mentions the Ripple's private ledger as one of the testing platforms for digital euro by the Bank of France. Ripple's designed the ledge the central banks use Slovakia cases. It develops 1,500 transactions per second, well above the public blockchain options like Intrum 2.0 and competing against Visa compatibilities. While the report does not suggest that its official adoption includes Ripple's technology among the central digital currency test platforms by the Bank of France has brought renewed speculations over the Ripple's potential involvement in the digital euro CBC project. Right, because we're still going to be seeing more central digital currency trials, the CBC plot, CBC trial, CBC tests, and the wholesale of the central digital currency as we get into the final stages of the fully implementing the adoption of the central digital currency, the Bitcoin, stablecoin, cryptocurrency. And that's what we're seeing these nations leaning towards too, as we see those steps processed on an everyday basis. And we're seeing increasing progress of it. It says the Financial Express digital currency comes to farmers' aid. It says this is from financialexpress.com. It reads Slovakia. And it says the Nambar SBI plot RBI's digital currency to offer Canceling credit card KCCB to landless farmers in the Algebra Press in Audacia aim to prevent credit diversion. The initiative support tainted farmers of the Allegras loan via CBDC over 4.5 pro sanctions so far in FY25. This is to provide benefits of software agricultural loans to land farmers. The board has initially blocked the selected district of Andhra Pradesh, that's over there in India. It says the Aldacia aims to provide benefits for CAS credit card KCCS through the RBI central bank digital currency. The State Bank of India is currently running plots for the Krishna West Dadavia east of Claudavadia, if I pronounced that right, districts of Andhra Pradesh and Kaklak at the Brothers districts of Dacia, where digital currency is being used for support tenant farmers for uses in purchasing of fertilizer seeds and seeds through the identified vendors and the ensure of non-diversion and the age guard credit and genuine farmers getting the benefit. Through these plots, we are trying to see whether something can be given to the tenant farmers, independents, and landlords. The LJ sued Deputy MD Nabar told the FE by the end of FY 2025, 501 tenants farmers and LS to have benefits with the total sanctions amount RS 2.73 core, which is a RS 1.13 core, has been disputed. This is from CoinDesk from Standard Charter. Stan will provide banking service for Falcon X to enhance cross-border settlements. Right, we're seeing more cross-border settlements and cross-border payments online and offline as well too. That's going to be fully initiated as well too. It says this is from the block published 1 day ago. It says Thailand plans to offer an investment grade crypto token into the public. Bloomberg. It says this is from Broadband Breakfast Cryptos that express dismay with increasing popularization of digital currency. It said this is from KJZZ published 10 hours ago. The House state measure approach on crypto legislation in Arizona. Right, so we're going to see more pushing of the cryptocurrency, stablecoin, cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, stablecoin, like I mentioned numerous of times. And this is from bitcoinlist.com. It says the best wallet ready for growing wallet, demanding as Dubai partners with crypto.com. Right, so we're going to be seeing more of all these nations leaning towards the more of cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, stablecoin, and the pushing of the RFID and the CHIP, which is going to be fully implemented. It's going to be part of that as well too. It says this is from CoinTechGraph, Kazakhstan to become the Central Asia's crypto hub with reform minister. It says CoinTechGraph, once again, New York has outsized the role to play in the crypto ecosystem, state regulators' heads. It says this is from digital transactions. Costco and mattress farm picks a farm and other digital transactions news brief as of May the 14th, 2025. It says from ABC News, published 13 hours ago. It said interim signs and digital currency surge. Yeah, because we're seeing the more promotion and the more, many more of this digital currency. And that's going to implement the digital ID, digital wallet, digital currency, stablecoin, Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, and right along the pushing of the RFID and the CHIP as well too, because everything is being, digital currency. Because as we've seen, the paper dollars are a big thing in the past. And as we see all these businesses, these companies, and these CEOs and all these countries around the world leaning towards, this digital currency. This is the book of Revelations. And this is the book of Revelation, chapter 13, verse 16. And it calls all, both small and great, rich or poor, free or bond, to receive a charagma in their right hand or in their FREHEDS. Right? So even if you're upper class or lower class of the economic spectrum, and this is what they're pushing forth, in order for you to buy or sell. Because we already live in a fast payment cashless society as it is already. Revelation 13, verse 18. And that no man might buy or sell, saying that he hath the Quran or the name of the BS sealed on his hand. Right? So in order for you to buy or sell, the pushing of the RFID, the CHIP, in the pushing of this central digital currency adoption as well too. Revelations 13, verse 18. Here is wisdom, let him have understanding. Count the number of the BEST, for it is the number of man, and his number is SIX 303 squared SIX. So with that, hopefully this sit down lesson was edifying of the M.O.T.B news updates as of May the 14th, 2025 on this Wednesday night. So with that, hopefully this was edifying. And with that, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Bashem. Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Karkadash, and the Heavenly Father. True name is Yahweh, and His only begotten Son, Bahashem. And the names of Hamashiach Yahushua, those are their true names in the ancient Paleo Hebrew, Lashmakadash Lutan. And I say Barakatham to the elders and apostles, Akim Akwaf to next time. I would say Shalom.